Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Corporate Gamer broadcast. Hope that you are doing well tonight on this Friday night stream extraordinaire. Um, there's no podcast tonight because I didn't really have much to talk about, really, and I haven't streamed all week due to various circumstances. So I wanted to chill out tonight, just relax, and I wanted to continue the Outer Worlds. I haven't been able to play it since last Saturday, I believe. So I wanted to get back into the thick of things. Um, Let me see before we start. Just want to make sure everything is good. So hopefully everything will be good. There we go. All right, so tonight we will be continuing with The Outer Worlds. Last I was playing, I had just finished one of the missions, and I had cited so you have a story arc where you either have to choose between giving the plant some power to either um, the Edgetown or whatever it's called. I even forgot. See, it's been so long, I don't even remember anymore. It's either Edgetown or a new settlement with older people that have uh, people that have left essentially the original settlement. So, oh boy, sorry for that. And yeah, so now we're going to be going back to um, Edgeworld, Edgetown. I forget what the name of it is. Edgewater. I don't know. I'll remember when I press the button again. And I will go and tell the head honcho that I decided to make his town turn to shit. So, having said that, um, I before I start going, I wanted to say thank you to whoever is hosting me. So, Big Bad Bizarre Gaming, Wasteland Ruckus, PK Theater, Engineering Gaming Nerd, Psychosis, Angry Gorilla, Mr. Garp 1988, Gallows Adler, and Got to Choose. Thank you so much for the support. And let's get it started. I forgot to take the mic off of my computer. Fun. The volume, I mean. All right. A lot of people have played a lot more than I have played. So I'm hoping that. Um, why is there no sound? There we go. Fun times. And this one. Reload. There we go. All right. Let's continue. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do, 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 do. It's a celebration. Do, 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 do. Woohoo! All right, these loading screens. Aren't they fun? Come on. Thank you. So, what did I do last? That's what I have. Map. I think you can take more than one companion at a time. So, let me go back to Edgewater. I know it was Edge something. I haven't really discovered the landscape much since I first played the first day. I did a lot of the missions subsequently, and I did a lot of fast traveling. But I may start discovering a little bit more stuff once I get to this point. Burbage. That's a fun word. Okay, so I want to go see the vicar. I want to go see the vicar. The vicar is here, I think. Yeah. Right beside Saltuna. Because apparently he's good at...
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. I'm surprised you would go along with this action, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the deserters with neither walls nor lights would have left them to the mercy of marauders.
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then.
These people are sick and overworked. Thing had to change. Adelaide's people are healthy and living as they want. Welcome to freedom. Fuck this town and fuck Reed Thompson. I just did it so that I can get the hell out of this dump.
Oh, inarguably. This town was a pustule on the ass of the architect. Metaphorically speaking. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance. Either way, I'm fascinated.
I just thought of something else I need to be doing. What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They
I already
who are
said
not
this, so I just want to see.
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words
That's
of...
fine. You've got platitudes about enjoying your work. Have you looked around here lately? Let's get back on track. This conversation has become tiresome.
Have you? These people need something. Anything they can grasp to survive. Delving into the metaphysical minutiae of the grand plan would be nonsense to them, if not worse. My apologies. The townsfolk are having a tough time of it, and it's been difficult for me to enrich their lives. They are good people. It is just... difficult to reach them.
I just thought of something else I need doing. Can't I take him? That's a pretty cool feature, actually. I didn't realize you could do that.
Have you reconsidered? I'd be quite valuable to have with you. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Nice, so I recruited him. Alright, good. Now, back to the mission at hand. Did I ever remove? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. It actually took me a while to get used to the saving. I'm used to the saving to start automatically. So, let's see what the town folk will say now. Like, It sounds like a lot of people talking, but there's no one. Like, it sounds like a big crowd. But
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard
sure.
labor.
I have to go in there, right?
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
I'd like to talk to you about Eugene.
I paid his burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep.
Conrad tells me Eugene wasn't suicide. Found your letter to Conrad.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to go rifling through other people's correspondence?
You were planning on stealing Eugene's gold teeth.
Excuse you. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein already belong to Spacer's Choice. And we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Never mind. I don't have to explain myself to you.
Okay, sure. Is there anything here? I don't think I ever checked this area. Only you. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only you can protect fourth quarter prophetess. I think that's what it is. Kind of hard to read in the dark, but anyways. Anything here? Technically, it's not stealing. Because it's not anybody's. Anything here? Nope. Reed Thompson.
You want to know what gets my bile?
Hey, Coin Up, how's it going?
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
It's not personal. I need your power regulator. I don't owe an explanation to teach you a lesson.
That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Well, I can intimidate, apparently. So that sucks. I'm sorry about all this, Reed. What's going to happen to Edgewater?
Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
I'm sorry about this, Reed.
Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too.
Can I kill him? Okay, let's just see. Save game.
You out of your mind? You just killed him.
Ha! Killed who? I know it was great. What are you only upset for? I just did you a favor.
A favor? You just made me an accomplice to murdering my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
Reed was treating you like garbage. I was trying to protect you.
You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
No, it's my fourth one. I didn't stream all week, so I didn't have a chance. So you're not missing much of the story. I don't know if you want me to tell you a bit of the story. I don't want to spoil it for you if you don't want to know about it. I'm going to load my game again because I didn't want to kill him. I just wanted to see what would happen if I did kill him. Ah, cool. So yeah, basically, you're, well, at least so far in this game, my ship, short story, my ship is wrecked. I need some components for it. I'm going around this area, this place to do some things. Oh wait, I killed him. Load. That was the manual save? Auto save. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to let you catch up a little bit to what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get parts for my ship, and by doing so and meeting other people, blah blah blah, I had to make a choice between giving power to this town or to the deserters. It's people that left the town essentially because they were mistreated. I made a decision, and that's it. So now I'm here, and Mr. Thompson is here as well. I don't know why I don't know. It's saved, but I don't know where he went. I think they. Oh, I have to go down. Down. All right. So the game is actually pretty good in terms of.
Something.
Oh shit. Fuck. Does it show I'm playing on the Xbox? Well, they fucking came after me.
That's the last of them.
That is very interesting. So if I kill him outright, if I kill him outright, she gives me shit. But if I kill her after they attack me, everything is fine. That is weird. All right, well, let's go scavenge. By the way, there's going to be a lot of, not from me particularly, but there's going to be a lot of comparisons between this and Fallout. Especially New Vegas, considering it's the same... I need a power regulator, so... Alright. What else do I have to do? What's my... Die, robot, die. Return to Ludwig, head back to landing pad and deliver the logic module to Ludwig. Wait. This is the main quest. And what's the map say? Oh, because I'm inside. Okay. I gotcha. But this is Thompson. Like, I don't get it. I was gonna kill him anyways. Now she doesn't have a shit fit? Stupid. Very, very stupid. Anyways. Fun times. I missed your stream yesterday, by the way. And I was bummed, because I wanted to continue seeing you play the Doom. It was a really fun stream, the one that I watched last time. So... I was sad, but it's okay.
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense. Punishable
Sure.
by a
Where am I supposed to go?
Are we getting paid or? I
put my whole life.
Probably not. So basically, I did the equivalent of shitting on Megaton. By the way, the aesthetics of this game, I freaking love them. I love the look and the feel of the game. There's a lot of detail that went into a lot of like posters and shit, like what you're seeing on the screen right now. And yeah, it's really cool. Well, I like it anyways. And to those that are watching, hope that you're having a wonderful Friday evening. Partying it up, having your favorite beverage. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually a really fun stream too to watch. How's it going, Kenny? Alright, so where am I going now? I'm going here. Edgewater, you cannot fast travel while near hostiles. I don't want to fast travel, I just want to go here. So where is here? I have to go back? Oh, that sucks. Alright.
Okay, gone quiet.
I didn't even know I came here. McKinnon's gonna speed running at each. Oh, it's cool. That's awesome. It's games that I don't normally play on stream, but I love to watch them. That's why I kind of like your streams, Kenny. That's you play the games that I normally wouldn't play, and it's fun because you're a fun streamer to watch. So, I was thinking about that the other day. I've been well, you haven't done a Doom thing in a while. That's fine. What's that? Okay. Okay, let's see. Is there anything here? These are not hostiles? What the fuck are you talking about? Where the fuck are the hostiles? They're supposed to be hostiles. Meh. So that I can shoot. So basically, if you're a fan of the Fallout New Vegas, you'll be a fan of this. I find it feels a little bit more like Fallout 3. But you know what? I was like that in between these games when I was waiting for this one to get released. I didn't know what to do, and I ended up streaming BioShock. Did not regret that decision one bit. Alright, let's go. I'm playing this on just the Xbox, regular Xbox, no, not the S or the X. And this looks pretty damn impressive. Like, this is cool. And I killed this person earlier, and they're still there. Their body's still there, which is actually really sweet. Ethology log, Ptoraray mating habits. Kane Van Acker, Spacer's Choice ethologist assigned to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study Ptoraray mating habits. The female blah 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 leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. They then build displays with these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, or Gerald, depending on who you are, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site, and don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. Yeah, I ended up buying the collection on Xbox. I got it super cheap, so. And it's worth it, but I only played the first one, so I'm probably going to play 2 either when I'm done this game, and then I'll play Infinite, Although, from what I remember, everybody loved 1, and everybody debates if which one's worse, 2 or Infinite. So, we'll see how that goes. You know what? Surprisingly, and this I said this on my stream. Surprisingly, it's a game that has aged extremely well. It
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
okay.
I love the wind here.
The fuck. Is there nothing here? What a waste of... Like, there's this way... Oh. Yay. I can't fucking lock it. God damn it. I'll have to come back if I can. Maybe. But it's a really interesting story, and the mechanics still hold up today. The controls are still really solid. And I know I played the collection, which technically is like the revamped version, so similar to the Metro series Redux. They kind of remastered the UI and stuff, and the graphics. But it still freaking holds up really well, considering that it came out in 2007. Think about that. Oh, man. Oh. This is not very rewarding, let's be honest. There's not much here. And the one thing I could have probably taken some stash. I don't have enough to unlock it or hack it. So, yeah, I was really impressed with the first one. The story still holds up really well. It's original. It's fun. Considering it came out in 2007 and Fallout 3 came out in 2008, you can actually see some similarities in the sense of the music, the soundtrack, the kind of the way that it works.
You some sort of freelancer?
This is locked? Well, am I gonna get killed if I log this? Let's save this. Let's save and see where it goes. Yeah, I was thoroughly entertained.
Great work.
Fuck, everything here is stolen.
You! Oh. What do you think you're doing?
Intimidate, persuade. I was just leaving. Lie, nothing at all. Leave conversation. Attack. Should I intimidate, perhaps persuade?
I don't have time for this. Move along.
Oh. Okay, so I know where I can loot if I need it. The vending machine discovered. Okay. So what can I sell? So this I can buy, but I can't really because I don't have enough cash. Okay, let's sell. Sell stuff. Components used to repair armors. That's not good. What can I fucking sell? I can definitely sell that. Selling value is not very high, is it? Drum loaded for light machine gun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to a repair thing. Actually, I'm going to sell my junk. That sounded dirtier than it had to be, but it is the truth. Alright, let's give you the shit.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
You mentioned a logic module. I found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble. And a little something to remember me by.
You have gained a shock stick bit cartridge for 500. Okay, that's good. Alright, I leveled up. Alright, I get perks and skills this time. Alright. So, dialogue. Let's apply that. And then perks. Unlock ability of fast travel when encumbered. That could be very useful, actually. Walk speed, sprint speed, weapon armory disability. Oh, that's actually pretty good. There we go. So how many do I need to get here? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need another one so I can unlock tier 2. Woo! Hey! Ronan, if I pronounced that correctly. How's it going? I remember Fallout 3, Borderlands. Yeah, I remember that too. I remember playing both. The thing about Fallout 3, I love the story. I hate the combat system, but I have a soft spot for 3. I can't really steal any of that. Can I use the workbench? Yes, I can. Woot woot. Okay. I don't have enough. God damn it. Let's repair. Let's break down. Break it down. Doodly doot. Doodly. Oh. Oh shit. Light machine gun. 320 DPS. Oh shit. Yeah, this I can break down. This I can break down. I can definitely change that for that. No, that's not what I wanted. God damn it. No, I keep pressing the wrong fucking button. That's the one thing I can have to say about this game is it's weird. Alright, so let's do that. But I'm still going to use this one. Alright. And if you hear in the background, it is my... Oh, sweet, slaying. How's it going? I didn't realize. How's it going? Yeah, because you're not the same person, I think. You will be a VIP as soon as I can put it back onto you. On your... you missed my... well, I don't know if you missed it or not, but I played the DLC for Exodus. Map. Where do I have to go? Oh, I have to go here. Accept. Oh, sweet. Oh, nice. Yeah, it was one sitting. It took 2.5 hours and I was done. And it's not as if I did extraordinarily, like, a lot of searching. So, that's cool. I did enjoy it, just it's very short. I did like the soft side that you see from Colonel Miller. All right.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
No, Deserter left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same. You've never been on a ship before? Why are you telling me this? Oh, well, yeah. The main story, if you don't really do much with the story, or you don't scavenge a lot, or don't discover, it takes you like less than 20 hours. Yeah. I'm taking my sweet ass time. Um, the thing about Exodus being so short, I'm hoping that this DLC was short so that the next one's longer. But it was a good DLC though. I will give it that. I also wrote a review on it, so if you want to check it out. Those deserters left Edgewater behind, nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But
yes, you can.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours. I guess Reed won't mind, with the being dead and all. You just met me. Why would you want to go to this place with a stranger? I'm not interested in providing goodbye. No, you're coming with me.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I put them in the chat, usually. But, yeah, I can go get it if you want. During a dull moment. Oh, Vicar.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Sure. Alright. I didn't really explore much of this frickin' ship, to be honest. I have no clue what it has in store. Pick up a shot of shotgun. Weapon parts. Workbench. Install mod. I already installed the mod. There's nothing there. I want to break it. Tinker. I don't have enough for that. I don't have enough for that. Sure. Make it as my weapon of choice. So my ship will always be my go-to. Is there anything here? Nope. I didn't really have a chance to actually look at my ship. So I'm going to be doing that now. You should put a link on your... Yeah, I know those. Oh, I need to... That's where I install the power regulator. I don't want to do that right now. Character respification. Choosing to respec refunds all of your spent skill and perk points. Then you can spend them in a different way. The price to respec will increase each time you use the machine. Would you like to spend 500 bits to refund all of your skill? No. At least not now. That's a unique thing. I didn't think of that. Alright, let's go to the computer. Let's get a computer. What's up here? Okay, let's do the third floor first. Oh, here are the rooms. Sealed. 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 Kitchen area.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
I would like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story? I wanted to ask you about the book. Does it have something to do with your religion? Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in the colony? I'll take it over and get back to you.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Nothing to do with the ordinary, violently enthusiastic disposition.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it? Were they not religious? Let's talk about something else.
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar at least? Let's talk about something else. That's enough. Let's leave.
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
He's a hard read. Also, they failed with the crew. I didn't mean to spoil the game, but the rooms in the ship equal to people you can recruit. That means you can only recruit certain people, which makes recruiting system obsolete. Yeah, that's fine. If you can help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right? Tell me about the plan again. The plan is yours. Sounds like a convenient way to control the masses.
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign without knowing anything about me. I wanted to ask you about that book.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
That seems a bit extreme. What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
Morning Glory. I'm a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me. I'm a thrill seeker and a lover of the great renown. I love a great adventure story. I don't talk about it. Alright, let's do this.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out. How should I know? I was frozen at the time.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists. I'm turning him in.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
It's actually pretty sweet. The answers are actually... I really hope that you can recruit like 20 people and there's a space for 5. That would give you some kind of decision making, like you can choose what kind of people you want to recruit, but 5 rooms for 5 recruits is like Pega. There's really a decision. It's like fill in those rooms or not. Yeah. I had family on Hope. My friends are on Hope. Just because it's the right thing to do.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
I wanted to talk to you about that book. Does it have something to do with your religion?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
A vicar searching for a banned book sets a basic example, doesn't it? Any ideas where you can find someone who speaks French in the colony? I'll do the first one. A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal.
Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in the colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
That sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down a scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Alright, how is it that a simple vicar happens to be a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good, let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
No.
Be right there. Heading back. On my way. I'm on my way.
Alright. I need him. Don't I need him?
Be right.
Tell me again, the book picked up in French. Remind me of your thoughts on the philosophers.
Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker? If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal in security, I can easily hack into their arrivals and departures registry. That'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifests for every registered ship. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Alright. Let's do this. What's the map? Not the map, the journal. Vicar believes of the book he retrieved. Let's do that. Alright. I'm assuming that I have to leave. And the map is going to tell me where the thing is, or I'm on the ship right now. Doesn't tell me much, does it? What's that green thing? Why is it there? What did I miss? I don't know if this is the only map you have, but it's not very big. All things considered. What do I have to do? That's the thing. Yeah, okay.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Oh, okay.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine
Yes,
failure.
I did.
Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Hey, that's the whole point of playing it the first time, right? I made a decision. To be honest, Thompson actually looked like a good guy. But the other place was too much like the Followers. Oh, no. No, no, no. That's the wrong thing. Shit. That is not what I wanted. No. Why? The buttons in this game for the... there we go. Journal. I've got a ticket anywhere. I got a ticket to anywhere. I got a ticket to anywhere, and I don't care. Alright, well that's that. It's so weird how I go down the stair. It looks like so robotic. Anyways. The thing that it doesn't really tell you much, though, is... Believes the book you retrieved from him is an emerald veiled, holds the key to enlightenment. He has requested your help. Locate a security terminal on the Groundbreaker. Vicar Max wants to track down the scholar who made him ban the journal in Boku in the order to translate its writing. If the scholar has been through the Groundbreaker recently, Max thinks he can track him down by accessing a data cartridge from a terminal in the Groundbreaker security office. Yeah, but where is the Groundbreaker, though? Is it here or is it on another planet? It's not very clear. It's definitely not on the map. Unless it's here. Abandoned industrial zone. Fast travel. Okay, well, we'll do what we can. If I go back outside, will it actually show me anything? There's really nothing here, right? I'm confuzzled. I'm gonna take it that it's not here. So I have to go. Do I go back to him? Oh, her? Yeah.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Something's gonna break, isn't it? Let's get out of here. Hold on. I need to take care of something. Quick question. This mission gotta take care of something. This mission, is it on this planet or is it somewhere else? The Empty Man. I'm blind as a bat because I don't really know where that is. Because it doesn't really tell you. And there's no map. There's no... there's nothing in the map that actually indicates there's anything here. So... fuck it. I'm just gonna go.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems
Yeah,
are...
whatever. Let's get out of here. Against all odds. Are they going to play some Phil Collins? Ooh. Oh, sorry. I got one of your messages that got blocked.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Why is this not working? Give me a second. No. Okay. Sorry, my chat stopped scrolling. Oh, I'm good. Cannot complain. Had a busy week. I didn't really have a chance to stream this very much. So, I'm getting a chance to chill out on a Friday night and playing this game. We've had a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells. Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Get to the point, Phineas. I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
It's a good...
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Fine. I'll go and have a word with Gladys. Why do I need nav key to land on a planet? Slow down. You're asking me to get involved with black market? Or I could put a couple light years between me and Halcyon. Can't find Elder Stellar Bay. Can't I find somewhere outside of Stellar Bay?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
That's nice.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Wow, my Twitch is being stupid. Fine, I'll go find where it right. The Black Musketeer. What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Cull Kelly.
Fine, I'll go have a word. About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
I don't like the idea of working with a criminal. Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Put it to good use. I'll put it to good use. You want to explain what the holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned this thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Sure. How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Oh, that's a great explanation. People will actually fall for this? Seems far-fetched.
Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Alright, so you got different planets. Well, I gotta go on here, so let's go here. Spacer's Choice Travel Advisory. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as the special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location you have unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before you can allow it to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Sure.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Got a sec? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we can head over in engineering now. I thought you said you can keep this boat in good repair. Are you asking me to leave the crew and join hers? I don't think she'd be much help, but if you happen to get along, feel free to speak up.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
I think it's time you move along.
What?
No.
You want me to leave? Oh,
Well, that was...
That's a relief. Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around. I mean...
Okay.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out.
Sure thing. What the hell? Select companion. Continue. There. The actual character models are a little bit they're a little bit stiff, I find, but I do like the voice acting. Voice acting is pretty cool, and I do like the humor of it too. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I do like the humor in some of the conversations that I have with the characters. So. Where's she with me? Oh, I took him.
As always, I am at your disposal. Something...
Return to regular. I think it's all. I think it over.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
I'm happy for you. Alright. Actually, he's pretty well equipped, all things considered. Journal. It would have been a little deeper. Yeah.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss-ball stick, I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
Ah, shit. I wish I would be able to steal those. What? I thought I... Oh, I didn't save? Oh, son of a bitch. Points available 70. What the fuck? Each point of text significantly increases up to 50 points each. After 50, your specialized adding. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, you know why? It's because I went to the fucking... I went to that fucking machine, that's why. Fuck. Apply. And then... Ah, fuck.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Can't do that. Can't take that. Can't take that. You have found an ID cartridge to use the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering associated restricted area. Alright. Well, that was intense.
If you got a maintenance issue, take it to Chief Junlei. She's in engineering.
What I don't like also, I'm playing on the Xbox. The button to talk is the same button as hosting, holding your weapon. This is actually pretty cool. It's a nice view. What's over there? Can't really take anything, so it's kind of useless here. But I didn't think it's him. I thought it's him that was supposed to come with me, not her. Oh no, okay, he's there. Okie dokie. It's amazing how I chose one, but
Gonna head to Varus for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
Alright. Sure. So I kind of have to go inside there, don't I? Sealed.
Identification, please.
Yeah, that's what people have been complaining about. To be honest, I'm more of a story guy, so I really don't care. But those that want to challenge, I can understand.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
That sucks. If I had to take a guess as to why you'd be riled up someone important, great, I'll find them and string this out. This has to be a I'm going to wring this Bedford guy's neck.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it. Her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Looking for somebody named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Sure. I'm looking for drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Can I find a job here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board, that is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
I'm looking for a little something more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm new around here.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
The board runs most of the systems, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
How does Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirtside, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Got it.
Glad to help.
I didn't think there were so many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
What do you know about the Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
They're on the promenade. That's all I needed to know about work.
All right.
What can you tell me about Udom Betford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a fun guy. So there's a tension between Groundbreaker and the board?
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Why can't Groundbreaker and the board just work together?
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
I'm glad it terrifies them, the bastards. Keep on pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the info, bro.
Sure thing.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
All right. My God, Auntie Cleo, Miss Cleo.
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Okay, so let's see what I have in my journal. Side quest, solution vital. Dr. Winter is one of the local doctors, been waiting for a shipment of medical supplies. Okay, let's do that. Okay, apparently they don't talk. Doesn't look weird.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Okay, sure. Found a workbench, apparently.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard... Hey! That's illegal! What do you think you're doing? Nice doing business with you.
Corporation Service Award. A medium-sized award typical of a kind of given out of the Auto Conference Achievement Banquets galaxy-wide. What was this award for? Most unused paid time off. Greatest amount of coffee drunk in one break. Fewest bathroom rests. You will never know. Well, that sucks. So I can't take anything here. Okay, this guy doesn't give a shit about anything. So this is kind of useless. Any hidden gems here? Apparently this is okay. This is like weird, but okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet.
Halcyon News. Media circus surrounds circus time clowns. The politics of Tossball have grown increasingly turbulent of late, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment on the upheaval, the Owners' League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in their organizational rearrangement. When questioned about the values of their overhauled team, a representative from the Clowns stated that their goals remain the same as ever. Toss, ball, win, and repeat.
Threaten our hard-working citizens.
Halcyon News Chairman salutes Earth Minister Clark. Chairman Rockwell took the time out from his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clark has been truly wonderful these past 8 years, he said. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long line of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. Hear, hear, I do declare.
Story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
I guess this is not where I was supposed to go. That's stealing. That's stealing. Let's save just in case. So I have to go further. I have to go where? There? Oh shit. There's a whole new town.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Something the matter?
Okay, attitude problem.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry. Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
I like how they used pea-free. It sounds like it's piss-free. Martin Callahan. Okay, so where's the...
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about, your friend? Seb, what's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Maybe I can look in on Jesse? Wait, you don't even look like... You don't even like her. What are you checking up on her? Jesse's situation sounds normal to me. Well, good luck with that.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you
Sounds like the guy from Street Farm guy. State Farm Insurance. There we go. I'd like to see Jesse Doyle. Can I buy supplies from you? You seem stocked.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
The records say, have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Can I buy supplies from you?
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care.
Let's save over there. Dorset to Captain Iron, where are my stomachs? I need a status update, Irion. I know you boasted about this Scylla shortcut, but could you maybe venture through a pocket of space that isn't infested with pirates? You know, pirates? The ones who love cargo and hate rules? Here in Medbay, we've got blunt tools, watered-down meds, long shifts, and shaky hands. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Do, 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 do. Staff shortage. Groundbreaker Medbay Terminal. I'm at the wit's end coordinating with any authority outside of Groundbreaker. The board won't dispatch a surgeon unless Jun Lee agrees to share a third of all docking revenue, and Spacer's Choice won't send supplies unless we make an exclusive deal to use their products. No thank you. I've seen enough shoddy needles breaking off inpatients' arms. I need to chat with Jun Lee about this, but she has problems of her own. Some of us are growing concerned about the cost of Groundbreaker's independence. I didn't consider hacking, actually. I love how I just walked in, yet I wasn't supposed to.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment. Wheeler says your shipment will be coming in soon. What's going on? Better myself? Isn't this the med bay?
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
I could try to find him. What do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Why is that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws. Keep hanging around and I'll begin to... What can I do for you? You have yourself a day, then.
Patient's medical chart. Patient experiences unusual side effects post-hibernation after his latest voyage. Complains of longer days and increased boredom, as if time itself is slowing down. I've never seen complications this severe, and I'm prescribing a high dosage of stims. While I'm optimistic that I can address the symptoms, the cause still troubles me. I'm going to try reaching out to conveyor crews and some corp docs I know on Terra 2 for answers. Update. I've learned that interstellar crews call the condition skip flu, and everyone I ask says they know someone who had it. In extreme cases, they say the person's body and mind break down entirely. Board medics, the few that bothered to reply, insisted the patient was making it up to shirk their duties. I don't believe my patient is malingering, but how do I prove that when the board won't even review my evidence? Thank you, Nixter15, for the host. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, right, of these games. This is going to do nothing. Who's this person? Okay. Oh, there's another thing here. No, 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 no. Unauthorized personnel in return will be shot on site without question. You can either fight, sneak, use a holographic shroud to get through restricted areas. Postmortem finds, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. The soundtrack is actually pretty sweet. Wait a minute. I just pointed to something, and it kind of... Captain Arion. Oh.
Good luck getting to Jesse, and better luck if you do. Work.
Where's the shroud? I need the shroud. So I guess that's the next thing I need to do. Journal. Pravati has been to me, groundbreaker engineer. Worse than Halsey has been going to go through Jesse. I haven't botched anything yet, which is surprising because there's a couple of quests that I missed. Find Captain Arion in Celia. They're over there. Okay. I want to go discover this place a little bit more before I do anything. I'm actually curious how this place looks like and what's here.
CNP pancake mix now requires no...
Recent users. M. Callahan, B. Everson, and T. Oyama. Welcome, displaying recent messages from SC Manager 541. You made your spacer's choice when you signed the employment contract. I keep telling you that hat doesn't fit right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? Is this my life now because of this? Because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man, but there won't be anything left to be of me to care. Sure. Are you okay, honey? Mom. Hope you're doing well, Mom. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop a bunch. I remember when I used to turn a wrench back home on Terra 2. Lilia Hagen over at Sublight. Well, I like the ambiance movie. It is boring. It's generic, but I do like it, though. It's not like in-your-face rock, like, you know, maybe Wolfenstein or whatever. But there's no idea of, like, a radio or, you know, like Witcher, which is a killer soundtrack. Don't get me wrong. It's not... Yeah, for sure. There's definitely better soundtracks, but I do appreciate the soft soundtrack in the background. Told me to pursue a career in salvage and think it doesn't work out. Please give Dad and others a hug. Public notices. The heat. I know it's bad. As one whose office is closest to the radiators, you can imagine why I want to take 3 showers every day. I hear you. We've got eyes on the problem and hands and tools. It's a mechanical problem with a mechanical solution. In the meantime, enjoy some additional water rations and take breaks. You deserve them. If you're thirsting for cooler air, talk to your closest engineer about spots with favorable circulation. Seeking Seeking ethically flexible spacer with stellar bay landing clearance. Payment in exchange for return of legal salvage. Details given upon acceptance of contract. Active warrants, prior convictions, no questions asked. Our background checks filter out criminal red flags. Plausible deniability is the sublight way. See Lilia Hagen for details. Warehouse next to the Spratwurst joint, second floor. Do not delete. The Halcyon Holdings corporate office and its environs are for conducting official board business only. Anyone found misusing board property will be fined accordingly. Board property includes, but is not limited to, Halcyon Holding office here on Groundbreaker, the space directly in front of my desk, the space directly behind my desk, my doorway, my berth, and most importantly, my stairs. Thank you for your cooperation. Udom Bedford, Certified Liaison. P.S. Please note that the next spacer caught drinking on the stairs outside the embassy may find themselves on the rude side of an airlock. P.P.S. This is the third time I've had to post this message, and I'm sick and tired of it. I will not hesitate to open a board-sanctioned investigation into your behavior, and when you are caught, punish you accordingly. Felix Millstone. That's okay. I'm playing it blind for the first time. I'm enjoying it so far. I just like a world that I can discover. We'll see how good the game is, how good the story is.
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks. I'm ready.
What is this place?
Nasty encounter you had down there. Sorry, man. Fucking pirates, right? How you planning to
Sublight salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
Doesn't even have to be broke yet.
Do you reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Nothing here. There's nothing here. Let's see what else is out here before I do anything. So there's this. Spratwurst. Why would I want to go in here? Well, to be honest, like, so far, the story, whatever, like, this is the thing. The people that rushed through the, you know, the IGNs of this world, you know, all other games. I know it's a short game, but you can't truly enjoy a game when you're rushing through it. You have to play through it, play the way you want it, play it a few times, and then you finally get, like, a good understanding of what the game is. I'm taking my time and searching everything and doing not everything, but, you know, taking my sweet time. And that's why when I do my review, it's once I actually complete the game. I'm never going to if I was, maybe if I would have been a long time ago, maybe if it was me a few years ago, I would have played on my own and then reviewed it. Maybe sometimes even without finishing it, just giving my thoughts on it. But you don't get a true feeling of it until you actually get to the end of the game. And that's why if it takes me a month, it takes me 2 months, it takes me a week, I don't care. I'm going to play through the game and then give my interest in it. So far, the story is not super, like, I haven't really done much other than determining the fate of a town. And now I'm here, and it's more of the exploration part that I really enjoy. So far from that perspective, I've been enjoying the game. But I can't really say anything much in terms of the story because I haven't really done much. So, and whoever is joining the stream, hope that you are having a wonderful Friday evening. As you can see, I am playing The Outer Worlds.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor. Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability.
Oh, that's a nice spin.
We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel boarders, but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Let's see what you got for sale, brah. Tell me more about your wares. Are you a spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
Go on.
I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Let me see what you got for sale. Tell me more about your wares.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Alright, let me see what you got to sale. What is this? That's parts, right? Backpack. Armored Mard. Increases carrying capacity. Ooh. What can I sell? I'm not selling that shit. Fuck that. Can I sort this by... doesn't really do anything, does it? What is this? I don't know if I'm ready to sell this shit. Don't really need this. This one is 113. Let's repair. Can't even repair that shit. Unless I'm on a... Alright. To be honest though, from what I've been playing so far, it's supposed to be a populated area, and it feels empty. Like even like when you played Fallout, for example, and you had Megaton, it seemed like there was population that was living. It's really empty. Look at this. It's like it's supposed to be a thriving city. Where are the fucking people? It looks like a shitty mall on a Friday night.
Move along.
What is this? Engineering. Oh, look at that. Auntie's Kitchen keycard. I don't want to pick this.
I picked up some weird chatter on my way in. Seemed to come from Monarch?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like much. Well, that's nice. I'll move along, thank you.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for...
Is this where I came last time? Hack, 20 messages, admin access. Sure. Alright. Oh, okay. From this to this, from Tennyson to Engineers All. Haven't seen him in days. Anyone seen Private Taylor? Haven't seen him in days. And where are we on that toilet clog? If Chief Goyig taught me anything, it's that a crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. You take away a crew's plumbing, take away their privacy and dignity. So let's get that toilet fixed, brah. Even though, Groundbreakers meetup. Even though it's been nigh on 20 years since our last meetup on Groundbreaker, I was hoping we could get the old gang back together. I understand that we've changed, some of us are long-range haulers. Oh, sweet. I understand things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, some of us have gone corporate, some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus and not reading this message, but I haven't lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up and family gatherings and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. From Iceman to the Conveyors Collective. Subject, Conveyors Rights. Hi all. So I just got off ice from round trip to Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we de-thawed and Groundbreaker comms told us our docking was gonna be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5. Then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire goddamn week waiting for a berth on the law-fucked bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not a one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expenses. A family I don't see often enough, debt you wouldn't fucking believe, and even if I was not working, I still gotta make my payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here, and I'll respond when I get back from Jensen in 3 years. Iceman out. This message is no longer accessible at your clearance level. Public notices. Regarding food situation. To those who have raised concerns about the quality of the Groundbreakers' victuals, yes, I'm aware the promenade stinks. Allow me to put the matter to rest. Our ancestors didn't rise from humble beginnings on a diet of spratwurst and borst. But that's the reality of life up here. If you can salt it, can it, or zip it up in a pouch, then we're not picky about calling it food. Spacers make do with what they have, and what we have is smelly meat, lots of salt, and 11 kinds of mustard. Last time I counted. Try and enjoy it. JT. Ship impounded. This is a general notice about our impound policies. If a board impounded your ship, take it up with the board. Their embassy is the Gaudi building opposite Sublights warehouse. Send them to your questions, outstanding fees, and hate mail. Especially hate mail. If Groundbreaker impounded you, pay your damn fees and don't bother my people. Looking for work. Urgently looking for a new crew to sign on with. I've been stuck in Halcyon for almost a year now. Don't know what's holding up my next posting. Never had to wait this long to get in another freighter. I'd planned to take one of the rare long hauls back to Earth, but I haven't been able to find any, and even the shorter skips to the inner world seem rarer than the outer world routes these days. If anything has any information about upcoming work, please post it here. Groundbreakers Public. Hey, so here's my story. My ship limped into Groundbreaker in a rough state. We couldn't make the repair fees, the docking fees, refueling, or the fees for not being able to pay our fees. So I'm kind of stuck here now. Then they took my ship and sold it off as scrap. Now, my credit is shot to hell and corporate freighters won't hire me on. I'm hoping for someone with a bunk to spare the places to go to is feeling charitable. Thanks for listening. This notice has been posted 56 times in 632 days. All right. So I went through here, went through there. The soundtrack sounds very Star Trek Voyager. Alright, so where am I going now? Talk to Jesse. Ellie has been able to get through to Jesse, but you could try. Mija.
A pirate ship? I don't go in for docu-serials.
The bounty hunter who's been after them, Fuller? She had an
It's funny, the funniest part about this is that this is an engineering section, and the lighting is screwed up. Like, you figure the one place that would know how to freaking light up their shit.
thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Nobody cares if you just fucking pass by and... Steel, modern wrench, and you. Huh. Approved by user J. Tennyson. Daily checklist. Radiator temp, plumbing overflow, life support, crew morale, scheduled landings, checklist maintenance, brush teeth. You can do this, Junlai. Personal files. Back bays. More complaints about the state of the bay. I already told them, the Mardettes, they're free to flush out Mac Red and his outlaws. They're so knotted up, seeking warrants and paper justifications, that they want someone else to solve all their problems off the record. Sorry, boys, not my job. Morale has dipped 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. Thing was the size of a toss ball with a cord leading all the way back to the sublight. Subtle as always, Lilia. Could have warned the auto mechanical chef arrived with a company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into it. Sprat infestation at the Rest and Go is getting out of hand. Ethel better not be raunching these critters again, or I swear by law I'll airlock her stall. Return the route. Messages. My dear lady, the implications of your accusations cause my breath to hitch in my throat. I am certain that we can arrive at an agreeable understanding. For what is a board liaison if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers, much like the board and yourself? When you do decide to return to the negotiations table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. Udom Bedford, Certified Liaison. Obstructionist. The board rejected my request for new radiator parks. Again, after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privileges to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You chose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a while longer. And now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Didn't they install you on my ship just to get under my skin, or are you pulling this shit on for fun? JT. No. It seems weird that nobody... Like, she doesn't even ask the question, like, why are we here?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Corporate Gamer, nice to meet. Nice place you've got here, Chief. I'm captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment. I don't plan on staying long, Captain.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardets, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I do whatever I can to help. I'll do whatever I can to help you keep the peace. Holy shit, am I tired. I'll try not to start any fights, but I might have to end some.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious. Once I get in Bimpound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Pravati, you wanted to talk to Junlei. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
No need to be so formal, Pravati.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things.
But why do you say that, though?
I could message you later?
I don't mind
maybe?
her.
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
She just she sounds like a young teen, like a late teen adult, but young adult. So she's and she's never discovered the world, right? Or she's never gone out of Edgewater, so obviously she's a little weird. But Pravati, don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person. Silently encourage. I'd be happy to make some time, Pravati. Can you?
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Thanks, Junlei. I have some other questions for you.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away.
It seems kind of warm in here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them yet?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Got it. I'll take care of that right now. The back bays. Am I supposed to know where that is? How do you know the parts are still there?
I keep diligent records of station repairs, requisitions, and available assets, just like my grandmother taught me. The station's radiators haven't changed since her time, and her records say the parts should be there. I trust them.
Got it. I'll take care of that right now. The back bays. Am I supposed to know where that is? Got it. I'll take care of that right now.
Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I'll get you those parts. You can get those parts anywhere else. Couldn't we try? Have you tried sending someone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
I'll get you those parts in the back bays.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following.
Is it in here or is it behind it? It's behind it.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so map, journal. Got quite a few high side quests there, huh? Return to the unreliable and ask Pravati about Junlei. Thanks for your introduction. Pravati and Junlei hit it off. Check in with Pravati back in the ship to see how things are progressing between the two of them. Okay. That's a bunch of shit that I didn't freaking... I think I'm gonna call it quits for tonight because I'm really tired.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorists.
Next time I'm actually gonna be hitting the story a little bit more. Sorry for that. I wanted to continue more, but I just can't. I can barely keep my eyes open. Slayan, thank you for passing by. Again, it's good to see you again on the chat. And I will try to stream again tomorrow. And if I do, I'll be streaming this again. And on Sunday, I'll be streaming my retro stream like I usually do. So if you have, oh yeah, I forgot to do this. By the way, if you guys want to read my reviews, you can go to aroundtable.ca. Star Trek, Father of All. You can read my TV, music, movies, and game reviews. The last TV review that I reviewed was Midnight Caller, 1980s show. And I last reviewed BioShock, which is awesome. And for you, Slayan, there we go. There is my Metro Exodus DLC review. So that's it, guys. Hope that you have a wonderful evening. I shall catch you again on the other side. And have a good